Now we go to question number 4 and 5. Here what is given is a square, and what is the question, that the two opposite vertices of a square are given minus 1 comma 2 and 3 comma 2. These are the two vertices, and we have to find the other two vertices, this and this. Okay, so we are assuming let this coordinate be x comma y. Now since it's a square, we know that all the sides are equal, so we know that PQ is equal to MR. PQ equal to MR, and we are squaring both sides, so the root goes away. So when I talk about PQ, that will be x minus of minus 1, that will be x plus 1 whole square, plus y minus 2 whole square. And when I am taking this distance, that will be x minus 3 whole square and y minus 2 whole square. Then I am applying the identity and opening the bracket. So x square y square and x square y square is getting cancelled. All the x terms you will bring on one side, right? And here what is going to happen is that once you cancel off the x square y square, here also I am cancelling x square y square. Look at the y terms here, minus 4y minus 4y, so that is also getting cancelled. So you are left with only x term. So what is the x term here? 2x. And what is the x term here? Minus 6x. So we are going to transfer here, that will become 8x. And what about the constant? 1 plus 4 is 5, right? And 5 comes here this side, so this is 9 plus 4 13. 13 minus 5 we get 8. So 8x is 8, so value of x we have already got as 1. Okay. Now how do we get the other value? So we know that this is a square, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem. So how do we use Pythagoras theorem here? What we can do is join the diagonal. Once we join the diagonal, this becomes a right angle triangle PQR, and we know that PQ square plus QR square will be equal to PR square. So what is PQ square? Again we'll use distance formula. This will become x minus of minus 1, so that's why we are getting x plus 1 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square, right? This is the value of PQ square. Then we'll find QR square. QR square will be x minus 3 whole square and y minus 2 whole square is equal to PR square, that is 3 plus 1 whole square and 2 minus 2 whole square. And when we solve this, what is going to happen? We are using identities. We are opening the bracket. This of course will become 0, and 3 plus 1 4, 4 square becomes 16. And when you open the bracket, here you are getting x square plus 1 plus 2x, y square plus 4 minus 4y, x square plus 9 minus 6x, y square plus 4 minus 4y equal to 16. Now look at the constant here. 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 and 9 plus 5 14, 14 and 4 you get 18, and all this you will have to add the like terms here. X square here, that is 2x square, y square, that will become 2y square, and there is a 2x here as it is, you will write 4y, we will write as it is 2x, and there is a minus 6x here, so that will become minus 4x, right? And all the constants we have got together, 9 plus 4 13, 14 and 18. So 18 and this is 16 here, so this comes out here, 18 minus 16 we get 2. Then we'll take 2 common, so we are going to get x square plus y square minus 2x minus 4y plus 1 is 0, right? And we had already got the value of x as 1, so that value we are substituting here, and therefore when we substitute 1, what will happen is that this 1 plus 1 2 and minus 2 gets cancelled, and what are we left with? Only y terms, and here you will take y common. So y common, y minus 4 is 0. So y value will be 0 or y value will be positive 4. So we get two values of y, and we have got one value of x, that is 1. So two possible answers could be 1 comma 0 and 1 comma 4. So these are the two vertex. So this could be 1 0 and this could be 1 4, or vice versa, this could be 1 4 and that could be 1 comma 0, right? Then in class 5, this question number 5, here there is a figure which is already given to us in the textbook. You can refer to the figure. Now in the first case, what are they doing? Taking this as the origin, and we have to find the area of this triangle, right? So what are the coordinates of this? Look at this carefully. This is from here, this is 3, right? This is coordinate 3, and if you look at the other part here, that's going to be 1 2. So 3 comma 2. And what about the coordinate r? The coordinate r here, this is 6, and from here it is 1 2 3 4 5. So this coordinate is 6 comma 5, and then we look at this. This is 4 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so like this we'll be able to find out the coordinates. So we can mark this. This becomes our coordinate 3 comma 2, and this becomes our coordinate 6 comma 5, right? And this becomes our coordinate 4 comma 6. So the figure is already given there. Please note down from the textbook. Now we have to find the area of this triangle. We know the three vertices, so we are using the area of triangle formula: half x1 by 2 minus y3, x2 by 3 minus y1, and x3 y1 minus y2. And when I am using this formula, then I'll get the area of this triangle as 9 upon 2 square units. Now the second part, what will be the coordinates of the vertex if C is taken as the origin? Now when you take this as the origin, obviously the coordinates are going to change, because here we have taken A as the origin. So when you take C as the origin, you will have to reverse the diagram in your book and see the coordinates will change. But please remember, whether the coordinates will change but area will remain same. So you can try out the second part. Also the area will come out to be 9 by 2. So you need to take your textbook, reverse it. Instead of taking A as the origin, now you will take C as the origin. So these coordinates are going to change. So you can make a fresh figure for that. And when you get the coordinates there, you will get different set of coordinates. Those coordinates will be also giving you the same area, that is 9 upon 2. Okay, so this shows that what do you observe? So we observe that the area of the triangles in two cases, irrespective of what the origin, will remain same.